What up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? Y'all about to get a master class today. Woo! What up, people? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. With your sexy ass girl, what's going on with you? Shout out to Baz. Shout out to Intellect Bird. J Bird in the building. Iceberg S is in the building. Man, listen, today's show, I'm going to be responding to this dude that I did I did a response video to the other day. And yes, this True Savage, this is going to be a very, very crazy teachable moment for the youngins. I'm telling you, it's going to be, you know, all the young guys. I need you guys to watch this, pass this along to your friends, pass this along to your enemies, because we about to go in today because, you know, I kind of like try to not be that guy that says, like, I remember when I was younger and I had older people who would tell me, bruh, you just don't get it. You're too young. You don't know what's going on. So I'm that guy now as I got older. I never thought I'd be that guy. You feel what I'm saying? I never thought I'd be that guy. You understand? What up, Kwame? What up, KJ? What's good? What's good? But I never thought I'd be that guy, but I guess I got to be that guy. But before we get into all of this, man, let's get into this real quick, and then we're going to get into the game.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. All right, so. Oh man. So today I'm going to be responding to Jacked and Stack's video that I did a video response to, and he did a video response to my video response. And so, you know, I wanted to get into this. Now, you know, my mentor, Anthony DeMello, he said something to the effect of, you know, some people want to be asleep. Some people, they don't want to wake up. You understand what I'm saying? And I remember he was giving a speech one time, and he said in his speech, he was like, listen, you know, I'm not here to convince y'all of anything. I'm paraphrasing. Basically, he's like, I'm not here to convince y'all of anything. Now, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, then too bad. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I feel at this point, because I've been trying to explain to guys for years everything that I'm going to talk about today, but I'm going to give it even more detail. I'm going to try to add more detail so hopefully guys will get this and understand what game is, what I'm talking about when it comes to this game, and all these guys who are so concerned about just looks. You understand? And this is why, this is why I'm so freaking happy that I wrote this book, Looks Don't Matter. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I want you to look at the entire title, Looks Don't Matter. 7 ways to attract women without your looks. I'm gonna say it again. Looks don't matter. 7 ways to attract women without your looks. So what does that mean? That means that it's not just all about your looks. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get into this though. Let's get into what we're going to talk about today, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show a video from the video response that he did. Let me pull this up, share the screen real quick. All right. Let me share the screen real quick. All right. So let's get this going. Let me pull this all the way up so we can get this cracking. All right. So let me try to put this maybe at 1.25 speed just to switch it up a little bit. I don't want to get it too, but in there, he's going to be fast forwarding my stuff. So it'll go a little fast, but you'll get the gist of it. Now, what I found funny when I was watching this video and I looked at the comments, right? I always love looking at the comments because dudes is funny style in the comments, right? So I looked at the comments, right? Now, I want to show you guys some of the comments one of the comments that this dude, not him, but the people in his comment section made that I thought was hilarious. Now look at this shit. So this guy says, bro, why don't you offer to do a live debate with him? I would really love to see that. and then this guy says, nothing to debate, to be honest. This Locario guy is delusional as fuck. Let's see him pick up non-black women who are average looking, then we will see looks matter. What? So then another guy says, exactly. So they should do a debate then. He can show him all the instances where his theory on looks don't matter. I think it's as wrong or whatever it is like that. Now, let me hit the button again. Now, I want to show you guys a quote from John Henrik Clark. He has a quote that says, I only debate my equals. All others I teach. I only debate my equals. All others I teach. So no, there will not be no debates. Because this is a teaching moment. This is school right here. Okay, we're gonna go to school today. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna go to school today because I got some screenshots. I'm gonna break all this down so dudes can understand what's really going on out here. You feel what I'm saying? But let's start this real quick, and then we're gonna get into this. All right. And remember, let me put one in the chat if you can hear this.
In this video today, we got a little bit of an interesting video going on. We're going to be doing a reaction to a looks don't matter dating coach who goes by the name.
All right, let me know if you guys can hear that. Put a 1 in the chat real quick. Put a 1 in the chat so I could see so we could get it in. All right, ones. We seeing some ones. All right, let's go.
Of Mr. Locario. Now, Mr. Locario is actually a guy who's been around for a while. I heard about him a long time ago when I was in like college or high school. I used to listen to a podcast called The Mac Lessons by Tariq Nasheed. Mr. Locario used to advertise his Bad Boy membership website on the podcast. I heard about Mr. Locario way back then. I mean, he's been doing this for years. He's been teaching game and doing this stuff. I think the guy probably does have some good content. He probably does have some good advice to guys in terms of interacting with women. I'm sure that he has good quality stuff out there, but he actually did a reaction to my video, The Truth About Code Approach. He did a reaction video to that. I'm not really sure how he found that video. Maybe someone sent it to him. I'm not sure. We're going to be.
Let me pause right there for a second. So, yeah, somebody sent me this his video, and I just thought it was interesting. So I was like, yeah, let me do a video response to it. But what I find interesting is this, right? You know, I just find it interesting because notice he said, when I was in high school, I heard about Locario. I listened to Locario, right? So, so if you're in high school, while I was doing this professionally, you understand? It's interesting that, you know, you heard me on, you know, being advertised on Tariq Nasheed radio show. You see me doing all this stuff and all of that. So if I've been doing this for a long time, I don't know, maybe, just maybe I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know, maybe because, you know, like I have a wife and a girlfriend. I have 2 long-term relationships that I am able to manage simultaneously, and I still date or hook up with other women. I don't know. Maybe I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying maybe. I don't know. Just maybe. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But let's continue.
Reacting to his reaction of me. I'm going to be reacting back to his comments, the things that he disagreed with me with. I'm also going to be talking about what I think about his overall message. So first off, let's take a look at Mr. Locario's website. He has products for sale. It looks like he has a website called Bad Boy Membership. Are you sick of how annoying it is to attract women? Okay. Are you ready for the truth? Here it is. Examine and practice the game on a consistent basis. So he's selling this product. Looks like some type of membership site. Let's see how much it costs. This website is terrible. Jesus. You get all this for $97 a month.
Let me pause right there. I want to point out something. He's looking at it. He's like, this website's terrible. All right, cool. Could you explain to me what's terrible about it? See, this is what a lot of dudes do. They talk about what they feel, but they don't actually talk about anything relevant to what they're saying. So everything that I'm saying in this video, in all my videos, when I'm critiquing something, I'm giving reasons why. You understand what I'm saying? I'm giving reasons why. So listen, if you tell me the site is terrible, that's good information for me, but you have to tell me why so I can make it better. You see what I'm saying? So this is for anybody else. If you're critiquing something, you don't just say, well, I disagree. Or like people say that in the comments sometimes. Well, I disagree. Okay, what do you disagree about? Why do you disagree? What is the situation? Oh, this is bad. Why is it bad? This is terrible. Why is it terrible? You see what I'm saying? I want to know, because apparently I've been doing this for years and people have been getting the service for years, right? And what happens is that everything converts on the site. So I don't understand what's the issue. You see what I'm saying? So it's about giving constructive criticism, which is what this whole video is. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
And remember, you can cancel anytime. $97 a month, guys. He's charging for this Bad Boy membership club. $97 per month. So let's look at his website. This is his website, mr.locario.com. He has some advertisements for products here. Looks like he has an About Me, a coaching. Let's see how much his coaching costs. Let's see. Let's do in person. Okay, so he doesn't have the price. I'm guessing it's probably very expensive. So he has coaching.
Oh, yes, it is very expensive. Just to let you know. And also what's interesting is he's talking about $97 a month, right? What's interesting is that when, you know, it's funny, when we first started the Bad Boy membership, which was like a few years ago, maybe like 6, 7, probably 8 years ago. I started the Bad Boy membership with Miles, right? And the price at that point was $10 a month, right? $10 a month. Now, after that, we raised it to $25 a month because the value kept increasing. You understand what I'm saying? And what was interesting is that when we raised it to $25 a month, the people who are on it at $9 a month stayed on it at $9 a month, right? So that's how we do it. So we raised $25 a month, right? Or you say $24.97, whatever, $25, right? So now it's at $97 a month because the value increased. You understand? Now, the people who were at it at $25 a month are still on it at $25 a month if they got in at $25 a month, right? Right now, the membership is $97 a month. Now, what's going to happen is at some point in the future, I don't know when, you guys will know, I'll let you know ahead of time, but the price is going to go up again. So if you're on the $97 a month, you will be able to stay on the $97 a month. You feel what I'm saying? But what you guys have to understand is that, and this is what I try to get guys to understand when it comes to game. In order for you to get something out of the game, you have to give something to the game. That's how the universe works. See, unfortunately, a lot of these guys who don't understand game, they want something for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? They want something for nothing. You see what I mean? And so what happens is that because they want something for nothing, they don't get anything because they don't realize they have to give something to get something. You see what I'm saying? They don't realize this. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Which is fine. Let's see what else he has. He has a store. Let's check out his store. Let's see what products Mr. Locario has for sale. So he has men's products, the ultimate bad boy package. Get all Mr. Locario products for one low price. Let's see what the one low price is. Let's see how much it costs. We're gonna buy this now. And let's see how much this product. $997. Dude, $1,000 for this course? Are you fucking kidding me? Christ. Now, when he made a reaction video to me, Jesus, the ultimate bad boy pack.
Hold on. He said, no wonder I made a reaction video to him. No, listen, and real quick, I want to tell him this is, again, I'm not dissing you. This is just, for teachable moments. We're talking about the ideas. I made a reaction video to you because you were talking about how cold approaching basically is a waste of time. And when you say stuff like that, right, you're giving out what's called misinformation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I responded. And then the only reason why I'm responding to this video is because you are going to also be giving out more misinformation. You feel what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is that's why I'm responding. You understand? It's not me responding because there's any other reason. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's continue.
Let's look at this image. Let's see what this is. What is this? Banned from YouTube, dating advice mixtape. How to have sex with 2 women a day. The Magnificent 10 critical dating tips for men. How to pick up women and date multiple women seminar. How to pick up and date multiple women seminar. Manhood and the game. $997, guys, $1,000. Who wants to sign up? Link in the description. This is just, I can't, man. And this is the guy who reacted to me. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to diss the guy. I'm not trying to diss him. But I just think that it's just pretty, yeah, it's crazy. Not $1,000 for a course to teach guys how to teach guys game.
Let me explain something to you guys. That's cheap as fuck. Y'all don't even understand this. See, what you have to understand is that the stuff that I teach, Miles, EO, K Zaggin, 1950, Steve the Dean, the stuff that we teach is stuff that will help you for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? For the rest of your life, right? Now let's continue to see what he's gonna say. Let's check. I'm gonna show you the flaw in all of the stuff he's talking about at this point. But let's go.
To get women, I just can't get down with that. So let's so he has another product, the Bad Boys Guide to Dating. Let's see how much this one's cost. It says the instructional DVD course that teaches everything you need to know about attracting quality women. So let's see. Let's go ahead and purchase this. Let's see how much this product costs. So this product's a little bit cheaper. It's $300, $300. You can get the Bad Boy Bible. I think that's what it's called. What is it called? Yeah. So you'll get the Bad Boys Guide to Dating. It has like a nice cover with Mr. Locario on the cover. You get this product for $300, only a one-time payment. There's tons of game. You learn all the game. You'll be able to go out and approach women and get laid anytime you want. You'll be able to pull any woman you want. If you want to approach her, you got it, bro. You don't need to looks max. You don't need to gym max, bro. All you need to do is just buy this fucking course and learn game, because
you see, he's going into the looks maxing, the gym maxing. Oh, like he's trying to exaggerate, but I applaud him for actually promoting my shit. So I do appreciate him for that. So he says, so AT says, why is he focused on your website and your Bad Boy membership instead of responding to what you said, trying to misdirect the conversation because he can't refute talking points? Well, I mean, that's true, but he's gonna, this is the thing. He thinks he's gonna refute it. And I'll show you soon, and I'm gonna show you how he doesn't refute it. It's just that he doesn't understand this, and this is not just him. This is why I said this is what I notice is this is what a lot of younger dudes. Remember, he said he was listening to me when he was in high school, right? So I'm sure this guy is. I don't know how old he is, but I'm sure he's in like maybe his mid-20s or some shit. Right now, to be fair, when I started actually coaching, I was about maybe 20. I don't know, 26, 20, going on 27, maybe, I don't know. But let me tell you what I didn't do. When I didn't know something, right? What I did was I said, I don't know this, or I would get the information from somebody who did, and then I would give that person credit and say, hey, this is what I learned from somebody who's more seasoned than me. They said this, and that to relate it to the audience. You see what I'm saying? Notice what I said. I went to someone who's more seasoned than me. I went to somebody who knew more than I did. You understand what I'm saying? But the problem is with a lot of the young guys, they think they know everything. And the excuse that they give is they're like, well, Mr. Locario, you don't understand because you're old school. Like the game has changed. No. Listen, the same 20, 21, 22-year-olds that you young guys are trying to get off of Instagram, I get them. I'm fucking them right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these are the type of chicks that I'm fucking right now. You understand? So if the game's changed, how am I getting the girls that you want? You understand? All you young guys, how am I getting the girls you want without all the gym maxing? Now, I go to the gym, you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm an older dude and I'm trying to stay healthy, but I'm not in the gym like doing bench presses like, yeah, I gotta get these gains so I can get these bitches. Oh, I gotta get these gains so I can get these bitches. No. You understand what I'm saying? Like the same women that y'all talking about, Locario, the game has changed. Where? How? If the game has changed, then how am I still getting the same types of girls y'all trying to go after? You understand? But let's continue. Let's continue.
All you need is game. Anyone else who tells you looks matter, they're capping, bro. I swear they're capping. Don't listen to those guys. They're just trying to sell you something. All you need is this $300 course, or actually better yet, you know what? Buy the $1,000 course, because that is really going to make you a god, and you're going to learn game. You're going to learn how to get women to just drop their panties as soon as they see you. They're just going to look at you, and they're going to know you have.
These guys, listen. You know what's interesting? Because look, the Bad Boys Guide to Dating, $300 almost, like $297, right? Do you guys know how much a Gucci belt costs? A Gucci belt costs damn near over $500 for a belt. And dudes will drop over $500 for a Gucci belt. You understand what I'm saying? So what that essentially is saying, right? Or even dudes will sign up, or they'll line up, I should say, outside of a store and camp out for some Jordans. You understand what I'm saying? So what is that saying? And a lot of times it's these young dudes that'll do that type of shit. So basically what you're saying is that you care more about what's on you than what's in your mind. You understand? You care more about, getting the Gucci belt. You care more about getting the PS5. You care more about getting the Jordans than actually improving yourself and improving your situation. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's continue.
Game, when they look at you, when they look at your face, they're going to know you have game. So buy this course right now, only $1,000, or you can get the smaller package for $300. I also offer coaching that you can get one-on-one coaching with me, the God of Game. And also I have an ebook that is titled Looks Don't Matter. So you definitely need to get that ebook too. You need to get everything. Just buy everything, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get laid.
Got it on mute. I said I agree with him. He's saying buy the ebook. He's saying get on the Bad Boy membership. I agree with him. Yes, I agree with him, bro. Thank you. I totally agree. But let's continue.
Looks matter. Your looks don't matter. Your looks don't matter. All you need is game, bro. You need to go to the club with game. Doesn't matter what you wear, what clothes you wear, man. Go out to the clubs. Game is all you need. And if these guys on the internet, all these losers who say looks matter, all these black pillars who say your face matters and all this stuff, they're all capping, bro. Because all you need is game. Buy my course right now, $1,000, Mr. Locario. Sad. So anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and jump into the reaction video. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the video up.
Old name Jack. Hold on. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, right? Let's talk about what game is, so we can get on the same page real quick, right? Because this is what confuses a lot of guys about game. What's interesting is I have a documentary called Game Kings, The Definition of Game. Right? That's why we have the documentary. And now today what I'm going to do is, because the guys, they're thinking my prices are too expensive, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to give you guys some free ass game today. You understand? So that you guys understand how important the game is and understand what's really going on out here in these streets. Now, let's just jump right into this. So let's check this out. See, what guys don't understand when we talk about game, or we say the game, game is synonymous with life. So when I say game, when we talk about game, we're just talking about life, all of life. You understand? All facets of life. The game is basically the life you're living. Now, having game is your strategy to get what you want in life. You understand? Now, however that strategy is, that's up to you. In the Game Kings documentary, we all talked about this in different ways. You understand? But we're all essentially saying the same fucking thing. You understand? The problem is a lot of guys, they don't understand the premise of game. You understand? They think that game is separate from your looks. They're like, well, he's talking about just having game, but it's about looks maxing and gym maxing. That's still your game, because if your strategy, your game is to use your looks to get a girl, that is your game. But guess what? It's weak ass game though, because if that's all you got, then you're gonna be fucking up in a lot of situations. You understand? Man, he said one thing that he said that struck me was, he said, Mr. Locario probably has some good content, meaning he has listened to what you have actually said, that looks don't matter, that looks matter and looks don't matter. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Because I have a video from 2015 or 2014. You can look it up on the channel, where I think it's titled Looks Matter versus Looks Don't Matter. Which one is right? And I basically said that whenever you say any of them, right? Whenever you say any of those situations, both are right. I even talk about this in a book. You understand what I'm saying? I talk about it in the book, right? I talk about how there's a place for saying looks matter, and then there's a place for saying looks don't matter, right? And I'm going to explain a little bit of that later, but let's get to the video. Stacked and stacked, hardcore self-improvement. And so I'm going to play this video. I'm going to put this up and play this video. I'm going to start and stop it. And it says, what's funny is the title says Black Pill, the truth about cold approach, best ways to meet women, right? And this is no knock on this guy, because y'all know how YouTube is. People be thinking, oh, you this, no, I'm not dissing anyone. I'm just talking.
Yeah, by the way, I don't take this as a diss, guys. I know he's not dissing me. He's just reacting. And so now I'm going to react too.
About the ideas of what he's saying in the video. All right. So let me pull this video up real quick. Let's pull this video up real quick, and we're gonna start from the beginning. Let's go.
I don't think it's the best place for a average, slightly above average guy to go and get women. I spend a lot of time doing day game, night game. I spend a lot of time, guys, to pick up the approach many hours out in the streets, day game, night game, malls, approaching girls. Just spend a ton of time between the ages of like 18 to like 22, 23. Doing code approach, guys. So I'm very good for code approach. In fact, it did help my social skills a lot. It helped my EQ. They helped me all around. Just kind of not be afraid to talk to girls and approach girls. So code approach is good for that. You're just using it as a tool for exposure therapy, just kind of get outside the comfort zone to get used to, talking, interacting with women and strangers. If you really do exposure therapy. However, there are some things about code approach I think a lot of people overhype. I think people typically say, oh no, dating apps is a lot of real life. That's kind of the whole thing. So I'll give you my take on that. But first, let's talk about the idea of code approach. So code approach is where you go out to a club, bar, a mall, during the daytime, or any type of public place, and you approach women, and these women are strangers. So you go to them, and the idea is to get the number to build rapport with the girl and have her come up with another video.
All right, so let me stop right there real quick. So you're saying, when you code approach, building some rapport, getting her comfortable to get her number and all this other stuff, right? See, the reason why a lot of guys, have trouble with cold approach or approaching women. I know Steve was on. He's like, "What's a cold approach?" Shout out to Steve. But the reason why dudes have trouble approaching these women or cold approaching, right, is they have a misconception about what women are attracted to. Because
oh, so we have a misconception about what they're attracted to. Let's hear what he has to say.
if you listen to what he said, hey, you got to go and build rapport. You got to get her comfortable. You understand? You get her number and all this other stuff. A lot of guys believe this. Let me tell you guys something. You do not have to build rapport with a woman in order for her to be attracted to you and in order for you to make something happen with a woman. You understand? So a lot of times when guys be approaching girls, they approach them and they don't really get to the point. You understand? They sort of pussyfoot around. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name?
That's a fair point. I agree with him. That is true.
Where you from? What school you go to? So like you come to this mall often, like they have that energy. You understand? Instead of being in a situation where they're talking to a girl, they're flirting with her, they're building sexual tension and getting to the point of letting her know what they want to happen.
Yeah, so I agree with him. Yeah, you should be direct. You should let your women know your intentions when you approach them. Yeah, so I agree with them there. I do agree with them. When I said building rapport and getting her comfortable, it was probably not the best definition to describe code approach, but it's what I said in the video just to kind of get the point across. But yeah, I do agree with.
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. You have to mean what you say, though. You understand what I'm saying? You have to mean what you say, because he was like, well, maybe that wasn't the best way to talk about getting your point across. But that's what I'm saying. If you're teaching people, if you're trying to get people to learn things, you understand what I'm saying? Then you have to understand what it is that you're saying so that you relay the right information. You understand? You got to know what you're talking about, because remember, see what happens with a lot of these young guys, right? The young guys, they go towards the young guys because they think that the young guys know what they're talking about. So they feel like they can relate more to the young guy because it's like, well, he's sort of my age. So maybe no. A lot of times, and again, this is not to say every young dude, because shout out to my dude, Playboy Zay. He's a young dude, but he understands the game. You understand? So I'm not saying that there's young dudes who don't understand the game. There are. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of young guys that don't really understand it. And then they're trying to put it out there as if they do. And then that's making everything worse. This is what I'm saying. So this is the reason why my coaching, right, costs so much, because I get guys who come to me where I have to take time to get them out of the nonsense that they've been taught. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to talk about. But let's continue.
Mr. Locario here. I think that's correct. I will agree with that. So let's continue.
So a lot of times what happens is that when you approach a woman trying to build rapport or trying to get her comfortable, right? What happens is that you're doing a lot of tiptoeing, beating around the bush, not really letting the chick know what you want to make happen. And then what happens is that because you're doing that, she assumes you're like every other guy.
Oh, so she assumes you're like every other guy because you're trying to build rapport with her. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? She assumes. Yes, she assumes you're like every other guy because you're trying to build rapport with her. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. See, this is what I try to tell guys. Look, what happens is for women, right? Because women are the ones that receive the energy from guys pursuing, right? They can tell when a guy doesn't know what he's doing. They can tell when a guy's nervous. They can tell when a guy's kind of goofy. They can tell when a guy's probably going to be a needy type of dude. They can tell when a guy doesn't have any social skills. Just like, for example, when you guys watch the live streams with myself or with the Real Game No Theory panel and all this other stuff, how many times do y'all notice when people call up and we say, yo, ask a question, and they be like, well, so what happened was there was a thing, and then we're like, yo, just ask the question. How many times y'all heard us say that? Just ask the question, right? So we're used to guys calling up and not getting straight to the point. So imagine you're a woman where guys are constantly coming up to you. You're going to get a lot of the same type of energy from guys who don't know what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that you're sitting there trying to build rapport. You're just like the other guy trying to build rapport and the other guy trying to build rapport because all those guys are doing the same thing because they don't know what they're doing, because their game is weak. And then when she runs into a guy who knows what he's doing, listen, I've had women who literally told me, they'll say to me, they'll say, oh my God, you're so good at this. I've had women literally tell me that. You're good at talking to women. You're good at, like as I'm talking to them. Like they know. They'll be like, oh, you must, they'll be like, oh, I know you already got a lot of women that's messing with you. They can tell the way that I'm talking to them that I have women that want to be with me. They know this. And then guess what? They know the opposite. They know the guys who don't have those women. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that when you're on the receiving end, you're used to a certain type of energy, a certain type of vibe. You understand? Just like when we're on the receiving end of those calls, when all those guys are saying all this stuff and we're like, bro, like even before they finish half of what they say, and we already know what the issue is. You see what I mean? But let's continue. Who's that? Shout out to my dude K-Zagging in the building.
So we have a comment here. This guy says 95% of dudes don't understand attraction or what it means to be attractive. And I agree with him. And clearly, Mr. K-Zagging 20, clearly he doesn't understand what it means to be attractive either. This guy has a leather fedora hat on with a leather jacket with looks like some type of vest on. And he looks like he's probably in his 40s or something like that.
Hold on. See, it's funny because, and I want to talk about this later, where you have guys that are so caught up on like telling other guys what women are specifically going to find attractive. You understand what I'm saying? That's the funny part. And I'm going to talk about that later, where you have a lot of dudes who they're saying I'm delusional, but they don't understand. They're sitting there judging men, right? But they don't know what women actually like. They don't know what women actually like. They're judging other guys. You understand? See, what I teach is I'm teaching guys how to step up their entire game to be more attractive to women in general. Because I know what attracts women in general. But what I will never do is I'm not going to sit there and say, bro, you don't look good. So women are going to think you don't look good because I don't think you look good. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, because I don't think you look good, then women aren't going to think that's nonsense. And I talk about that in the book also. This is why you guys need to go out there and make sure you get looks don't matter. I'm telling you. Now this is the funny part. Peep this. I want y'all to think about this for a second. If a man is so hell-bent on being obsessed with men's looks, right? It's either one or two things. Either he's moist, damn near gay, and he's really sexually attracted to the men. You understand? Or two, he's a heterosexual guy, meaning he's 100% straight. He's super straight, but he thinks you look like a bitch. So what does that mean? He thinks you look like a bitch. That means there has to be something feminine about you to where he's that attracted to you in that sense, to where he's so obsessed with your look. So either he's moist, damn near gay, or he's straight and he thinks you look like a bitch. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, because there's no reason to be this obsessed with niggas' looks or being so caught up on dudes' looks all day like that. See, when I talk about looks don't matter and looks matter and all this other stuff, I'm saying it in the context of getting you guys to learn and understand so you don't let your looks hold you back. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
And so he says that, guys don't understand attraction of what it means to be attractive. Yes, I agree with him. Guys don't understand what it means to be attractive. Most guys don't know just how much their looks, just how much their face matters. Now, is looks everything? No, I'm not saying that. Yes, you need social skills. Maybe you do need game or whatever these guys are selling. But 80%, 70% is going to come down to your physical attractiveness.
God. You see how he tries to like brush game. Yeah, maybe you do need him game, but 70% is going to come down to how you look. Now, let's get back into some classroom teaching. Let me pull up some of the slides. Hold on. Let's pull up some of these slides real quick, right? Now, I talked about this before. Let me break this down, guys. So this I also talk about in the book, right? This right here is the 5 types of attraction a woman will have for a man. Now, before I even get into that, let me take this off the screen real quick, because when we talk about attraction or being attractive or to attract, right? Let's look at the definition of attract, right? So attract, there's a few definitions here. To cause to come to a peace or participate in venture by offering something of interest, favorable conditions or opportunities, evoke a specific reaction, cause to have a liking or interest in something, having a sexual or romantic interest in. Now let's look at attraction, the action or power of evoking interest, pleasure, or liking for someone or something, a quality or feature that evokes interest, liking, or desire, a place which draws visitors by providing something of interest or pleasure, right? So basically, when we talk about attracting and attraction, right, it's basically about evoking some sort of attention, emotion that draws people into something, right? So now, a lot of these guys, let me tell you what the black pill dudes do that they get wrong and they don't understand. Whenever you talk about because he's going to say this a lot in this video, where he talks about, well, Locario's talking about looks because he's saying the girl has to be attracted to you. No, a woman can be attracted to you because of your looks, right? But attraction is not just about looks. That's what the title of the show is today. Being attractive isn't just about your looks. So let me break this down. Let's go back to this. The 5 types of attraction a woman will have for a man. Let me break it down. Number 1, and this is no order of importance, but I'm just going 1 through 5. Number 1, physical attraction, which means being attracted to how a man's face and body looks, does not always equate to sexual attraction. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Physical attraction. Being attracted to how a man's face and body looks does not always equate to sexual attraction. So a lot of these black pill dudes, what they talk about when they're talking about, oh, looks is everything, they're really just talking about physical attraction. But physical attraction doesn't always equate to sexual attraction. So a lot of these guys, what happens is, I'm sure they don't just want a girl to think they're cute or good looking. They want a girl to think they're cute or good looking so they can get some pussy. You understand what I'm saying? But if physical attraction isn't always sexual attraction, then guess what that means? That means, guys, that looks don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it means. That means that a woman could look at you, think you're handsome, and not want to fuck you. You understand? That means a woman can think you're handsome, but think you're lame. That means a woman can think you're cute, but you don't turn her on. Now, let's go to sexual attraction. Sexual attraction, being attracted to a man sexually. Sexual attraction is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. I'm gonna say that again. Sexual attraction, being attracted to a man sexually. Sexual attraction is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. Now, when a woman is sexually attracted to you, right? because of your looks, that means that your looks matter in her being sexually attracted to you. When your looks don't matter, that means she's only physically attracted to you and there's no sexual attraction there. You understand? So what happens is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. Now, the funny thing is this. You can just have one of these three, two of these three, or all of these three. All these three is optimal. If you have all three of them, that's great. Right? But if you just have a certain type of behavior you display and you have a dope appearance, a woman can be sexually attracted to you. If you're a guy who the girl thinks he looks good and she's sexually attracted to him because of that, then you could be sexually attracted to that woman. You could have a dope appearance and she could think you look good and be sexually attracted to you because of that, then she's sexually attracted to you. See, what I want to point out is this, right? Let me pull up this other thing real quick. And I want you to get this. I'm going to have to read this a few times. A woman can be sexually attracted to you because she thinks you're good looking, but just because a woman thinks you're good looking doesn't mean she will be sexually attracted to you. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. A woman can be sexually attracted to you because she thinks you're good looking, but just because a woman thinks you're good looking doesn't mean she will be sexually attracted to you. I hope that does not go over you guys' heads. It's really simple. You understand what I'm saying? See, a woman could be attracted to you, sexually attracted to you based just off your appearance, how you put together. Remember in the Game Kings documentary in the preview, Ron Will said, the right pair of shoes can get your dick sucked. He said the right pair of shoes can get your dick sucked. What do you think he meant by that? You understand what I'm saying? What do you think he meant by that? Right? So sexual attraction is being attracted to a man sexually. Sexual attraction is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. So what happens is this. You could be a guy who a woman could look at you and say, he's handsome, but she's not sexually attracted to you. Right? And one of the things is your behavior can cause her to not be sexually attracted to you in certain situations. But then also your behavior on the other side can cause it to be sexually attracted to you. So if you're the type of guy who has that masculine, dominant energy in your behavior, women will be sexually attracted to you. If you act like a goofball and a nervous dude and a fucking needy motherfucker, she's probably not gonna fucking be feeling you. And then sometimes a woman can think you're handsome, but you're not actually her type of handsome or her type of good looking. See, think about this. If it's all about your looks, right? Think about this. I said this before. If it's all about your looks, wouldn't it be a thing where, or I say this, it's really simple. If it's all about looks, I want y'all to think about this. When men match with women on Tinder, like if a guy matches with 50 women on Tinder, does he fuck all 50 of those women? I'm just saying. Think about that. If a man matches with 50 women on Tinder, does he fuck all 50 of the women? Does that happen? Do all 50 of the women want to fuck him? Do they all say, hey, come over and fuck me? Come and fuck me, daddy, you sexy motherfucker. Huh? No. You see what I'm saying? Like this is simple shit, but dudes, they don't get this. But anyway, let's continue. Third type of attraction is behavioral attraction. That's being attracted to how a man acts, what he says and what he does. You understand? What he says and what he does. So what happens is this. A woman could be attracted to you because you're funny. Now, You being funny doesn't necessarily mean she's sexually attracted to you, though. But she could be attracted to you because you're funny. This is why you have women who will talk to you and laugh with you and giggle with you, but they won't fuck you. But she's attracted to your behavior, just in that sense. But she's not sexually attracted to you. Now, all these things can overlap. So meaning a woman could think you're funny and also think you're sexually attractive. A woman can think you're physically attractive and also think you're sexually attractive. Now, the only thing that doesn't really overlap is the last one, which is friendship attraction and sexual attraction. But we'll get to that in a second. Now, number 4, the 4th type of attraction is resource attraction. Being attracted to a man because he has money and resources. Status also falls under this category because it can be used as a resource, right? So this is when a woman is attracted to you mainly because of your money. Now, a woman could be attracted to you because of your money and not sexually attracted to you, or a woman could be sexually attracted to you and attracted to you because of your money, right? So those can overlap. Now, what's funny is, and what I find interesting is, you know, when guys say it's all about looks, money, and status. When dudes are saying it's about looks, money, and status, usually what they're talking about is physical attraction and resource attraction. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever a guy is talking about looks, money, and status, is usually about physical attraction and resource attraction. Because physical attraction is the looks, resource attraction is the money and the status. But guess what? That doesn't fall under the category of sexual attraction. You see? Now we have number 5, which is friendship attraction. So being attracted to a man as just a friend, meaning this is the friend zone, right? So remember, attraction does not only talk about sexual attraction. Attraction does not only talk about just someone being attracted to how you look. You understand? Now, when it comes to sexual attraction, which is the strongest form of attraction, which is the one that everybody really cares about, because these guys out here, they don't just want to be cute and look good. They want to look good and be cute because they think that's going to get them the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? So if you understand that sexual attraction is what's going to get you the pussy, why are you so concerned with just your looks? Because a woman could think you look good and still not be sexually attracted to you. That's what a lot of these black pill dudes think. They think just because you look good, that means automatic sexual attraction. No, that's what guys think, because for us, if a woman looks good in general, we're sexually attracted to her. It don't work that way for women. Not all the time. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue with the video. Hold on, let me take this down real quick. Let's continue with the video.
To women, right? So yes, I do agree with the 95% of dudes don't know what it means to be attractive, because most guys don't understand just how important their looks and their face and all that stuff matters.
Right? She's going to think you're like all the other guys. She's going to be...
Oh, she's going to think you're like all the other guys because you're trying to build rapport with her like all the other guys do. No, she's going to think you're like all the other guys because of how attractive you are. If you're not above her looks threshold, remember, 80% of women think most guys are unattractive. They consider guys not to be that attractive. Right.
Oh man, he's talking about this looks threshold shit. You know, where do you guys get what do you? I think these guys, because I remember, I think it was like an OkCupid survey they did that said that 80% of the women think that, or most of the women think 80% of the guys are unattractive. They're getting these stats from online dating, which online dating, there's only a large percentage of the population aren't even on online dating. This is what y'all guys don't get. You understand? So he's talking about some surveys, I'm assuming, that he got from online dating that's saying this and this and that, because that's the last time I heard that type of shit. You understand? But let's continue.
All right. So if she's not attracted to you, then she's going to throw you the rest of the guys. It has nothing to do with, you know, what you're saying, what your rapport and all this stuff. She's either going to deem you attractive or not attractive.
Used to that same. You see what I'm saying, guys? So he said she's going to deem you attractive or not attractive. He just keeps talking about looks. He just keeps talking about looks. Let's go. Energy.
All right, so let's skip. Number 4, contact information to secure a date. Code approach is just, it's weird because you guys out there want to get married, you want to have a family. I'll be honest with you guys, more than likely you're probably not going to meet your girlfriend or wife doing code approach. Some people may say, oh yeah, I'm not going to do code approach, but it's very rare. It's very rare. I did a lot of code approach, guys. It's very rare to meet a girl who wants to sit around your life. It's a very casual kind of thing, like code approach. It's very casual. So
Wait
I'm not gonna lie, the noise
So
is
he's
kind of
saying,
funny. The sound.
He's saying it's really you're gonna meet your wife and all that through cold approach. What's funny is I met my wife through cold approach, right? So maybe I'll
Yeah, but dude, how many like Mr. Locario's in his 40s? You imagine how much code approach this guy has been doing, right? Imagine how much code approach it took to finding that his wife or whoever. Yeah, he said his wife. Imagine just how many approaches, how much time and hours he wasted of his life out at these clubs, out approaching, out trying to use game to get women. Imagine how.
Oh my God. I'm about to break this button. It's like I already know when I'm gonna touch the button. Jesus Christ. So when he think I was sitting at home or I was walking outside and I was hollering at all these girls, and all these girls was like, no, I don't like you. No. And then I finally walked up to my wife and there was a big light shining on her. And then all the stars aligned and I said, hi. And she was like, hi, I love you. And I was like, let's get married. And then that was it. I wasted all this time cold approaching all these other women. And I finally got my, no. Listen, the first time I had sex, I was 16. I met my wife around 25, 26. That's when we met. We didn't get married at the time. That's when I met her. So that's 10 years, right? So from 16 to about 25, 26, I was out here in these streets, heavy, approaching, not wasting time, approaching. I was actually approaching and I was getting women. I was having sex with women that I was approaching. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, oh my God, look, imagine how much time Mr. Locario, wait, no. I was out here approaching girls and fucking those girls. I was getting better at attracting women. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy, but let's continue.
How much of his life he wasted out here chasing girls, approaching, right? Is it possible to find your wife or girlfriend through code approach? Of course it is. Of course you can, right? It's not a question of is it possible? It's a question of, does it make sense, right? Is that the way people normally meet? No, you can look at statistics. People normally meet their wives and husbands through work. I think it was like work and social circles were like the top. And I think these days actually is dating apps now. Dating apps are actually the top way that people meet, that couples have met. This is statistics. This is facts. This is data, bro. Right? This is data. It's not through code approach.
Oh my God. Statistics and data are not facts. Bruh, I can go outside right now and talk to 100 people and say, hey, do you guys like apples? You understand what I'm saying? And 87 people say they like apples. And I say, well, statistics say 87% of people like apples. Huh? Do you guys know that statistics are skewed? And a lot of times what happens is based off of the biases of whatever company or institution or organization is doing the statistics. You understand what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. But anyway, let's continue.
It's not using game. The top three ways are dating apps, work, and social circle that people meet their significant other and their girlfriends and couples meet. I think dating apps are actually like the number one way that couples meet. So, yeah, that's all I have to say to that.
Let's go.
You're not going to be able to convince a girl who has a boyfriend, has dude already involved with, like, we're likely not going to be able to convince them to go with you, right? Or to go with you. So there's already a lot of objections in front of you, right? So another thing too is, once you approach a girl, like one girl, bars are pretty much open, bars clubs. People will see you, dude. Girls, women like literally have like ISIS, bro. Like they'll see.
Hold on, wait. Let me talk about this first. He says you're not going to be able to convince this chick to get with you. First of all, dudes with game are not trying to convince women about nothing.
So then he says that dudes with game aren't trying to convince women about nothing. So why do you need game?
Understand what I'm saying now? When it comes, you know he done fucked up, right? You know he done fucked up, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. I will pull up the fucking screenshot again. This is why I had to put the damn screenshots. Where did I put this at? Game. Game is life. Having game. Your strategy to get what you want in life. Now, what you guys have to understand is that the game is about you. You've heard me say this all the time. You understand what I'm saying? You heard me say this all the time. The game is about you, right? And it's about you figuring out a strategy to get what you want, right? So with this guy, and you're going to notice this as the video goes on, right? He's going to start saying, well, why do you need game if, you know, the woman just has to be attracted to you? And basically that's talking about looks. No, that's not what it is. See, when I say the game is about you, it's figuring out what you want to be able to get what you want and maintain that situation. You understand? It's a strategy to get what you want and be able to maintain that. It's that simple, but let's continue. To seduction, though. Seduction is a way that you're persuading a woman to do something that she most likely wants to do anyway, meaning that...
Also, seduction is different. So seduction is the way you have to, that's how you convince women, by seducing them. So your game isn't the way you, your game is not the way that you actually seduce women. There's another part called seduction. You need seduction and game. So now you need two things, guys.
Bruh, seduction is game. Seduction is a strategy, bro. What are we talking about here? It's like, he's like, well, if you don't have to convince, if you're not convincing them, why do you need a game? Again, we're not here to convince anybody. We're here to tell a chick what it is, and either she's with it or she's not. That's game. Game is you going out and finding what you want. Game is living the life that you want to live on your terms. He's like, well, do you need to seduce or do you need to have game? Which one is it? It's the same thing. Seduction is part of game. It's a strategy. Like, that's part of the game, bro. Oh my goodness. Guys, you see, isn't it interesting that he was at $97 a month? That's too much. Is it really now? Is it really? All right, let's continue. Let's continue. I don't want to, let's continue. When you're talking to a woman and you can tell and you have that vibe that she's attracted to you, but she may be a little hesitant because either she doesn't want to look like a slut in front of her friends, she doesn't want to look like a slut in front of you. She maybe has a boyfriend at home and her friends know she has a boyfriend, all these other different things. But women, when they're into you, they're out here trying to get it in. Now, she could have a boyfriend, but guess what? Women with boyfriends cheat on their boyfriends every day, B.
Yeah, that's true. Of course they do. Of course they do. But it has to be that right guy. And like, what's the chances of you being that right guy? Unless you're like very attractive, unless you're like more attractive than her current boyfriend, your status, unless she's looking at you like, oh my God. Most women aren't going to take that. They're not going to do it, bro, unless they're already done with their current relationship. Like if she's done with her relationship already and she's just looking to move on, then yes, she will cheat on her boyfriend with a guy. But if she's happy in a relationship with a guy, no, bro. Unless you're like a giga chad, you're not like no.
A giga chad? All right, let's continue.
Chances, bro. It's not worth spending all that time trying to use your game to get this girl to cheat on you. So do girls cheat? Of course they do. You guys know this. I talk about this all the time, right? So it's not. I'm not saying that women who have boyfriends you can't sleep with those girls. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's still an annoyance because it's another guy. She has a boyfriend in the back of her head. She's gonna be like, oh, my boyfriend. And so now you have to use your game to overcome this. Like, who wants to do all that? Just find a girl who's single, right? So the other girl, she saw you approach her, and now you fucking this girl, and she saw you, so it just doesn't make sense. And now
hold on. Hold the entire fuck on. Where do you? What? Okay, now let's break this down. Let's break this all the way the fuck down. So he said, if you're out there approaching a girl and then she rejects you, then all the other girls saw that you got rejected. So it kind of plays into the situation because all the other girls are not going to want to talk to you because they saw that one girl reject you, and then you talk to another girl, and then all the other girls saw that guy reject you. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to my dude Miles in the building. Wait, hold on. Wait, we got, hold on. Miles, thanks for reminding me. We got 230.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This shit is cringe, guys. All these guys on these live stream, they all think, because they got game, they're gonna be able to. They're better than the guys who looks maxing, gym maxing. All you need is game, bro. These guys on here, Miles.
Yes, we are better than the guys that are just looks maxing and gym maxing. Okay, check this out, right? Let's say we all, like me and another guy, looks max and gym max. Okay? We both looks max and gym max. Right? But I have a mouthpiece, but I'm confident, but I know how to dress, but I know how to speak to a chick to turn her on, but I know how to flirt and build sexual tension. What else you know how to do? Well, bro, I gym max and looks max, and that's all I got. They're gonna be like, oh no, but bro, yeah, I know you're gonna need some game. Oh yeah, he's gonna need some. Okay, yeah, I get, yeah, okay, all right, You understand what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Let's continue. Hold on.
I don't know who Miles Cunningham is, but all these guys on here, they're sitting in this, these chat rooms, these live streams, and thinking about how they're so enlightened because they know that all you need is game. And everybody else is wasting their time, right? They have game. Oh, you didn't get a girl last night, bro? It's because you don't have game. I have game. And a lot of these guys, dude, are like millennials. They're like late 30s, early 40s, or whatever, probably in that age range. They're old school. These guys, like, they're just, what used to work. These guys probably had their heyday in the early 2000s, maybe like the late 90s. Yeah, things were different then. He said earlier how guys tell him, Mr. Locario, what the game has changed. Because it's true, the game has changed, bro. These women don't care, bro. They have options out the wazoo, bro. Right? Back in the 90s, early 2000s, women didn't have access to as many men as they have now. They had to go out to clubs and bars to meet women, and it was more pressure because that was the only way. These days, women go out to bars and clubs. They don't care, bro. Like, yes, of course, there's going to be some girls there who are specifically just trying to get laid. And yes, there's some girls who are out to try to get laid, but like for the most part, like, no, bro, these girls they don't care. They go out, have fun. If I meet a guy, I do. If I don't, I don't care. Guys are going out like thirsty, hungry, on the hunt. Guys are actually on the hunt. Women don't go out on the hunt, bro. Not anymore. Maybe they
You see, again, the same thing of, oh, well, the game has changed. Can somebody please tell me how the game's changed? That's like saying, man, back in the day, people used to eat food, but the game has changed. People don't eat food anymore. Back in the day, people used to breathe oxygen. The game has changed, bro. People don't breathe oxygen anymore. Back in the days, people used to take a shit. The game has changed, bro. People don't take a shit anymore. What are we talking about? What has changed about the game? Women are women and men are men. Men still have dicks. Women still got pussies. Women still want to get fucked. Men still want to fuck women. You understand? Like I said earlier, I'm fucking the women that are in your age group. 20, 21, 22. I'm fucking those girls. So if it's changed, how am I fucking those girls with my old school game? Huh? But see, again, like dudes are under the illusion. They don't get it. They think that women are not women. See, let me tell you guys something. Women put up the illusion that they're out there just to have a good time. No, women are always looking for a fucking man. Don't ever let them confuse you with the bullshit. Women are always you think a woman's gonna be out looking all good, looking all sexy and all this other stuff, and a guy approaches her, talks to her, who's her type of guy. Not only does she fuck him looking good, he's her type of good looking. You understand? So imagine she, she likes tall, dark-skinned dudes with bald heads or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And a tall, dark-skinned dude with a bald head approaches her. She's like, oh shit, what up? Right? And then he starts talking to her and he got that deep ass, hey baby, how you doing? Barry White voice. I don't even got a deep voice like that. He got that Barry White ass voice. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga's voice just get her wet. Right? And then you think this woman ain't trying to get it in with this motherfucker? Y'all crazy. See, what he said also, he's like, oh, but What makes you think you're going to be that guy? You see, that's the thinking. That's the fucking thinking that got you guys in the position you're in right now. Why can't you be that dude? Why can't you be the guy the woman wants when you approach her? Why can't you be that guy? How do you know you're not that guy? You don't know because you don't approach. You understand? You don't know what's going on in these women's lives. You don't know what they like. You don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know what they're attracted to. So why are you already defeating yourself? You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. But let's continue.
Used to, not anymore, dude.
Only got fucking 72 likes. Get them likes. Girl, this girl's going to reject you. Then all the other girls are going to see you get rejected. You're going to go to another girl, try to holler. Then all the girls are going to see you get rejected by that girl. And then you're poisoning the situation because now you're just like a thirsty guy. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to make the chick, now these chicks not want to fuck with you because of that shit. Now, let's think for a second. Let's critically think here. Now,
yes, I did say the poisoning of the well effect. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's maybe it's a small chance of that happening, but it still does happen. I'm not saying that oh, this is the reason why you should not go code approach. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying something to think about. These type of things happen. I've had it happen. I've done tons of code approach in bars and clubs, guys. I've pulled women from nightclubs and bars. I've done it. It's nothing special. It's easy. It's not that hard, bro. If you're attractive, it's not that hard. If you're a good looking guy, it's not that hard. If you're jacked, it's not that hard, bro.
You see, he keeps going back to, oh, if you're a good-looking guy, if you're jacked, if all that other, it's... All right, let's continue. Let's go.
Right? So, I said poisoning of the well effect, but I wasn't saying that to say that this is why you should not code approach. I'm saying this is something that happens when you code approach. It's like something that can happen is that, if you're approaching so many women, then yes, other women will see you and it's going to just kind of make you look a little bit thirsty than you would look otherwise if you just approach one woman and she was just really into you. But let's continue.
And this is where even when you talk about choosing things, I get to that in a second. If you approach a girl at a club or bar, right? Now, I'll tell you what realistically happens in most cases. When you approach a girl at a club or bar, realistically what happens is if you approach that girl at the bar, most people in the spot, men or women, 90% of women or 90% of the people in there, they're not even looking at you. They're not.
Yeah, I agree with him there. So yeah, that is true. When you're out and about, most people aren't looking at you. So maybe the poisoning, well, yeah, maybe that's not such a big deal. So I do agree with him there that, people aren't really paying attention to you. But I'm just saying the things that I've experienced. These are things that I've noticed when I'm out and I'm doing code approach. Is it a big deal? Maybe not. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I over exaggerate. I don't know. But
see, again, this is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. This is all I'm saying. If you're talking to a, you know what? Every few months, I get a guy who hits me up. And even y'all probably saw this on the show the other day, on the Real Game No Theory, where guys hit me up and they say, Locario, I'm out here doing my thing. And I was thinking about, coaching guys on how to get girls and blah, 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 blah. Right? Now, again, I tell them, do whatever you want. But what I'm saying is that, really you got to understand what the hell you're talking about. And if you don't know, don't talk about it. Like, only talk about what you know. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't know, if someone asks you a question, be like, hey, listen, I'm not really too sure about that. This is my opinion. I'm not too sure, but I can get back to you on that. You understand what I'm saying? Because what this guy doesn't understand is that when he's on YouTube, there are people that are watching him as an authority. You understand what I'm saying? They're watching him as an authority, meaning there's a young dude watching him taking what he's saying just straight, like, oh, well, I guess that's it. So this is why I tell you guys, listen, if you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know. There's times people ask me questions, I'm like, well, I don't know that shit. Dudes be asking me questions about fitness and shit. I don't know that much about fitness. You understand what I'm saying? If they say, well, Locario, how do you? I'm like, I don't know. I'll be like, yo, try so-and-so channel, or I got to get back to you. I'll check over here and see what they say. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If you're on YouTube talking to a broad audience as an authority, which most of them are going to take you as if because you're giving information like you understand what I'm saying? This is where the confusion is going to come in. That's all I'm saying. But let's continue.
It's still something that does happen.
Who are these guys where they're incels outside the club? And as soon as they walk into the club, they super Mac Daddy player. How? Where all these chicks is just all up on them. Oh man, if this girl is all these women are looking at me talk to Becky. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, this is so goofy. But let's continue.
Also, you see he has an ebook, Looks Don't Matter ebook, out right now. Get it. So this is the guy saying that looks don't matter. He's literally selling a ebook to men, to young men, old men, telling these guys that looks don't matter. And maybe inside the book, he says that looks matter. I don't know. I haven't bought the ebook, but
yes, I do. I actually talk about in the first chapter. I talk about how looks matter. So definitely get that book. Get the book. Looks don't matter. Go to mr.locario.com to get your copy of Looks Don't Matter today. You feel me? But let's continue with this. So you know it's interesting. You know when they say don't judge a book by its cover? This is like the epitome of that. You have to read the book to understand what the fuck I'm saying. You really got to read the book. You understand what I mean? Because a lot of these dudes are like, what are you talking about? Looks matter, bro. You have to read the book. All right. So let's continue.
the fact that he's titling a book Looks Don't Matter is just very scammy. It's very scammy, very cringe to title a ebook How Looks Don't Matter. You're perpetuating.
No. It's not scammy. It's called game, my brother. That is the strategy to promote the book. You understand what I'm saying? That's the strategy. Because yes, I'm talking about how looks don't matter, but I know that a lot of guys are all obsessed about, oh, you gotta be good looking. So imagine a dating coach has the audacity to come out with a book talking about looks don't matter. That's bullshit. That's crazy. How dare he? You understand? That's game, bro. See, the reason why, look at how much this book has been talked about through your video and this exact video right here. That's game, bro. That's called marketing. You understand what I'm saying? So let's continue.
Actually, telling guys, making guys believe that looks don't matter, right? Deluding men, tricking men into buying products by using scammy titles like.
He said, I'm books maxing. Oh, hilarious. That's funny. See, he's talking about scammy titles. See, Steve in the documentary said, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. See, he doesn't know what he don't know. You feel what I'm saying?
Look don't matter. Looks don't matter. Right? Sad. When they see you get rejected, it decreases your social drugs. You're already playing from like 30 points behind, right? And then now women know in bars and stuff, they know guys are out trying to get laid, right? Women know that they know most guys are there because they want to get laid. Women are not stupid guys. I think women legit go out to have fun. Most guys don't do that. Most guys go out with the boys, but
Hold on. Let's keep pausing the video. He said, we're out here to get laid. I think women are legit out here to have fun.
That's not what I said.
Women are out here to get laid too. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about, man?
So he says that what I said is a lot of women go out. A lot of girls are just trying to have fun when they go out, which is true. I stand by that. Bro, women aren't going out with the same mentality as men, right? Of course, there may be a couple of women who really, they go out and they're like, oh, I hope I get laid tonight. Yes, it's possible. I never said that it's not possible. I'm just saying majority of women, they legit go out. They don't care if they get laid or not because they have.
Women are going out to find men, period. I don't even look. A woman, I'm having a girls' night out. No, they're going out to meet men if they're single. Now, if they have a man, they might not be going out to look for men because they got a man. But if they're a single woman, they are going out to look for a man. You understand what I'm saying? They're going out to look for a man. Like I said, you think a man that a woman likes is going to approach her and she's going to be like, oh, actually, sir, I was just going out here to have fun with my girlfriends. I'm not looking for a man tonight. If I was, then maybe I'd get with you. But tonight I'm not looking for a man. I'm just going to go here and eat my, drink my drink and talk to my friends who I talk to every fucking day and complain about the fact that I don't have a man. And there's a man right here that I'm attracted to and want to talk to and I'm interested in, but I'm not out here looking for a man. I'm just chilling with my girlfriends who I talk to every day and cry about the fact I don't have a man. Huh? Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. Oh man. Let's continue.
Have tons of options. They're not going out trying to meet men on purpose. right? Of course, there may be some women who do that, who are going out. Maybe they just had a breakup. Maybe they have a situation that fell off. And now they're trying to go out and get attention and they really want to get laid. Like, I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying that the majority of women don't care. They don't go out with the same, they don't go out to clubs and bars with the same mentality as men. Men go out hungry, on the hunt, trying to get laid. Most guys are, they go out to get laid, right? Women go out to get notice, attention, and just to have fun and drinks or whatever. And they don't really care if they get laid or not because they can get dick anytime.
No, women can get dick anytime. They can't get the dick that they want anytime. So when the dick that they want approaches them, guess what? They're going to want the dick. They're going to want the dick. See, this is what a lot of guys don't understand, right? When you don't have that much experience dealing with women, you haven't been in situations where you meet women who want to have sex with you as soon as possible. You understand? You're not meeting women who want to have sex with you as soon as possible. You're not meeting women who want to have sex with you in a club bathroom. You're not meeting women who want to fuck you in the goddamn parking lot, in the alleyway, and all. You're not meeting these women. So your perception is women aren't out here trying to get dick. Women aren't out here trying to get men. You understand? So even if a woman isn't going to specifically try to fuck that guy that night, if she's interested in him, she wants to exchange numbers with that motherfucker. She wants that guy to call her. She wants to see that guy. And the reason why she was coming out in the first place is in the hopes of meeting that type of guy. The problem is most women, when they go out, they meet a bunch of knuckleheads. They meet a bunch of dudes who are beta. They meet a bunch of guys they're not attracted to. So what a lot of these guys hear all the time is, listen, I'm just trying to have a drink with my girlfriend. I'm not really trying to talk tonight. I'm just out here trying to have fun and blah, 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 blah. They say this to you guys because they're saying it to the guys they're not interested in. That's what they're talking about. But let's continue.
They don't care. These girls don't care, man. They don't care, bro. So yes, women are trying to get dick, but the question is whose? It's probably like, a very attractive person, the guy with muscles, the attractive guy who has good social skills, probably that guy, right? 80% of the other guys are just tossed to the side, right? No matter if they have game or not, just off of appearance, off of physical attractiveness, right?
Again, he you see, he keeps going back to this shit. Let me bring up the fucking chart. Let me bring up the chart. Where's the chart? The chart again. Physical attraction. Being attracted to how a man's face and body looks does not always equate to sexual attraction. So just because, again, you keep going back to the looks, but just because you look good does not mean that the woman will be sexually attracted to you. A woman can be sexually attracted to you because of your looks, because she thinks you're good looking. But just because a woman thinks you're good looking doesn't mean she will be sexually attracted to you. Okay? It's just it's just simple. But let's continue.
Well, yes, women have options, bro. They don't go out to clubs and bars with the same mentality of trying to get laid like men do. Right? Overall, as a whole. Of course, there are some women who do that, but for the most part, guys, yeah, so that just his whole argument is just, this guy, he has products he's trying to sell. I get that, but I just think it's just.
Of course I have products to sell. I'm a businessman. I'm a dating coach. That's my job. Why wouldn't I have products to sell? They be saying it like, oh, he's saying all these things because he has products to sell. Remember, he said he was listening to me in high school. So all these years, now, mind you, this is about the almost 14th, 15th year I've been in business. You understand what I'm saying? So if what I'm teaching and what I'm doing doesn't work, doesn't help other men out, how am I able to be doing it for all these years? In 5 years, it's going to be 2 decades I'm doing this. You see what I'm saying? But let's go.
It's very sad. The ebook books don't matter. The $97 membership, the $1,000 course, right? Let's continue. We're almost done.
Women are out here to get dick.
Dick is a gift.
Oh my God.
It's a gift.
Oh my God.
It's a gift. These women know dick is not a gift. They get it all. Women have tons of options, bro. They're not out here thirsty like men, right? And if that's the case, why do you need game? If women are out here trying to get dick too, why don't women have game? Why do we need game, but they don't, right?
Again,
Dick is a gift.
Let me break it down again. This is why I'm here, though. This is why I'm here. I'm giving out this free game today. Right? He says, well, dick is not, women don't think dick is a gift because they can get dick anytime they want and blah, 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 blah. Right? Now, there's a few ways you can look at this. Who is the dick attached to? Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're talking about dick as a gift. If you're the type of guy who she actually wants, who she craves, who she sees as rare, you giving her the dick is a gift because you didn't have to give it to her because you have options, my brother. You see what I'm saying? When a dude doesn't really have options, he doesn't really have game, he's not able to attract women, he has this, I'll take what I want mentality, and therefore he devalues his own dick. You understand? And then so he figures, well, these girls can get dick anytime they want. Right? But they're not getting my dick, though. That's the thing you got to understand. I'm choosing who gets to get my dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a different mindset. Now, you could also look at it this way. We talk about dick being a gift because guys, some guy hit me up the other day or left a chat in a comment section or whatever. And he was like, well, Locario, guys just be giving a dick out to whoever. So how is it a gift when everybody can get, any of these chicks to get it or most of these chicks to get it right now? The thing is, one, every dude ain't gonna fuck every girl, but let's go with that narrative, right? Let's go a little deeper because I like to go deep. I don't like to be a surface dweller. Shout out to Steve the Dean. We talk about surface dwellers, right? There's people who say that life is a gift, right? The gift of life. If you believe in God or whatever, you say, God gave me the gift of life. My parents met, had sex, and I was born. God gave me the gift of life. So if God gives the gift of life and there's 7-something billion people on the goddamn earth? Is it not a gift because he's given so much of it out? He's given so much life out. Is it not a gift now? But let's continue.
Why do you need game? If everybody's out, if all these girls are out trying to get laid, why are you trying to teach men game? They should just be able to go out, just hang out, and then they'll just get laid at the end of the night.
Okay, let me say that. Let me say this too. Yes, this is what happens. These women can go out and get laid easily, right? And these guys who give them dick get pussy easily. The guys who aren't getting it are the guys whose game is weak. And also he said, well, how come women don't need? Yes, women do need game. Women need game to maintain the dick she likes. Women need game to maintain the dick she likes, meaning that if she wants this guy to continue to fuck with her and be with her, she needs game. All right, let's continue.
Why do you need to learn game and all this stuff? They go out, they approach a girl, that's it. The girl's down. Why do you need all this game stuff if that's the case, right?
See, he said you go out, you approach her, she's down. That's game, my brother. But you have to be the type of guy that knows how to do that. Remember, at the beginning, he was talking about you got to build rapport and make her comfortable. So didn't he basically go out and try to get the girls, but he's saying, oh, it's a waste of time and all this other stuff? Right? But if your game was tight, you'd be able to do that. You'd be able to do exactly what you're saying right now. But let's continue. Like, what is going on with these guys? What is going on with these guys? Justin said, if I'm over 6 feet tall, does it offset the downvote percentage if a girl rejects me? What if I am wearing a necklace made of money? Can I reduce it to 35%? That's how these guys talk. Oh, man. See, this is what I'm saying, where you got to understand game. Women are out here to get dick. You think a woman is out here getting dressed up, you understand what I'm saying? Looking sexy as shit, high heels, short skirt, and she ain't trying to know she's trying to get dick. Women are out here trying to get dick. What they do is that they use the betas for fun so that you can buy them the drinks, you can pay them a bunch of attention, but they're really looking for the guy that they want the dick from.
Exactly. My point exactly. And women already said, they say this, statistics show 80% of men to women are unattractive. So if that's the case, Most guys fall into that category, that beta attention women are seeking attention from. Like literally 80% of the guys, women at these clubs and bars, they're literally using these guys for drinks, attentions, validation, all this stuff, right? And the top 20% guy, which is pretty rare to be honest, who has the looks, the money, the swag, the skill, the social skills, social IQ, the looks, all that stuff, that's the guy she's going to get dick from. It's not these other guys who have game, all the 80%, like half this audience are probably in that 80%.
See, he just contradicted himself. He said, well, yeah, it's the guys who the top 20% who have the looks, the swag, the charisma, whatever, all this other stuff, the game. And then he says, well, you know, you don't just need to get, like, what he's talking about is game. Everything he just said was about game, which shows me, this is what I'm saying, he doesn't understand what he's talking about when he's talking about game. Let's continue.
80% who use their game, and they're the ones buying the drinks. These are the guys, right? You know, if you walk into a room and you don't know who's the sucker, that means you're the sucker.
Oh, man. You know, it's sad because a lot of guys just don't understand women. He's like, oh, this guy gave me an approach to her, bought her a drink, so then you're going to approach her. She's going to be like, look, I just want to hang out with my friends. They say that to the guys they're not attracted to.
Which is 80% of the guys out at these bars and clubs. Oh, these guys think they're just special. They think these guys haven't looks maxing. Most of these guys aren't looks maxing. These guys aren't doing things like eyebrows, skincare. I mean, look at his skin. These guys aren't gym maxing. So they're going to be in the 80% of the guys he's talking to. These are the guys he's talking about. All right.
So basically, if you're not looks and gym maxing, you are the 80% of guys who are unattractive to women. You know what's interesting? As I'm looking at this guy, what's funny is some of my clients are guys who have more muscle than he does. You understand what I'm saying? Well, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just funny, but let's continue.
Right? These are the guys. That's my point. This is what we're saying, that most guys fall into that category. Women standards are incredibly high these days, right?
A woman is never going to say to a guy, hey, excuse me, I'm just trying to have a conversation with my friend. She's going to say that to guys she don't like.
Exactly. And she likes you based off of your face and based off of your appearance.
Oh my God, why? See, a lot of guys, again, shout out to Steve, surface dwellers. See, like, this is what a lot of guys think. They think if you approach a woman, if she doesn't think you're good looking or super good looking, it's a wrap. She ain't gonna want to talk to you. When I say a woman has to be attracted to you, I'm not just talking about her being physically attracted to you. I'm talking about a woman could be attracted to you in different ways that catches her attention to entice her to want to interact with you. So what does that mean? That means that if you were walking on the street and you saw a woman, right, you might say something to her that catches her attention, right? And then that thing you said that catches her attention could propel her to stop and want to talk to you. Like, for example, there was a dude I used to roll with back in the day, and he wasn't a bad looking guy, but he wasn't like a guy, you know, people would consider like, oh, he's like some Chad or whatever the fuck y'all be talking about. You know, he was probably like maybe 5'8". You understand what I'm saying? Like just regular looking dude, dressed regular, just like jeans and a sneaker and a t-shirt, whatever, nothing special, right? And he would always do this same type of shit all the time to catch a woman's attention, right? So he'll walk past the girl, or she'll be walking towards him, whatever. And he'll look at her, and sometimes the girl might see him, sometimes she might not be paying attention. Right? And so what happened is that he would say, I remember he would say something to the effect of, like, she'd be walking right, as soon as she walked past him, he'd be like, excuse me, miss, that was really rude of you. And she'd be like, what? That's what he'd say. He'd be like, miss, that was really rude of you. She'd be like, what? He's like, look, I don't think that's nice that you would be checking me out and then just walk past me and not say hi. You understand? And then she'd be like, and sometimes the woman will laugh. She'd be like, I didn't say anything, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, so you're a liar now. That's messed up. You don't seem like a liar. Like, this dude had a way to get a woman into a fucking conversation. That's game. And then what happened is, more than half the women would exchange numbers with this motherfucker. And most of them weren't even looking at this nigga. You see what I'm saying? But see, a lot of these dudes, they think that it's just about, oh, well, you got to look this way and then the girl's going to give you a chance. Your looks are going to get you through the door. No, listen, it could be what you say, how you say it, the tone of your voice, how aggressive you are, how assertive you are, how you're dressed, how you smell. See, I said all this stuff and I didn't even talk about how you naturally look yet. You understand what I'm saying? But see, the stuff I'm talking about, you need to have game to understand it. But let's go.
Looks do matter. So looks do matter. He's literally admitting it right now. Looks do matter. But yet he has the ebook. Looks don't matter.
That's what he said. And see, I did not admit anything. You see, this is what dudes do. They take what I say and misinterpret it, giving the misinformation and say, oh, well, he said looks matter. He just said it right there. No, I did not say that. You understand what I'm saying? Like the other day, somebody wrote a comment on my page talking about, they said, because I did, what was that? I think it was yesterday, the day before, whatever, where I did a video and I said that this girl thanked me for being on a date with her and being seen with her. And then somebody in the comments said, see, Locario just admitted that looks matter because the girl thanked him for being seen with him. I did not say that. She didn't thank me because I'm good looking or she thought I was good looking. She liked the fact that she was out with a guy who she perceived to be a man, because throughout the whole fucking date, I was doing things that made her feel a certain way. She also liked the way that I was dressed on that date. This is what she told me. Which is why she said, oh, I like being seen with you. You understand? But let's continue. To guys she likes, she's open to conversation. She's all smiling from fucking ear to ear.
Exactly. He's
You know
proving
what I'm
our
saying?
point.
Ridiculous. I'm not proving this point, by the way, but let's go. What's before he said, women just want dick. Why do you need game? Women just don't
Yeah, there
need
you go.
game to get dick.
There you go. Oh, see, so he presses the button when it's something that goes directly against his courses and his sales stuff. This guy says,
No, I pressed the button when niggas say stupid shit. But let's go.
if a woman just wants dick, why do you need game? Exactly, bro. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Thank you, bro. Why do you need game then? If all these women are out here trying to get laid, just like men, why do
Again, women want dick from attractive men. You are an attractive man when you hit on all cylinders, not just your looks, because you can look good and not be sexually attractive to the woman. Do you understand? That's like, imagine you talking to a out of shape, obese woman with 2 teeth and she smell like fish. And she's like, and I'm like, yo, you know, guys like pussy. She's like, what do you mean guys like pussy? They don't like pussy. I don't be getting guys that's trying to fuck me all the time. No, because they're not trying to fuck you. But guys do like pussy. You understand? And the funny part is a lot of niggas will fuck that chick with the 2 teeth smelling like fish. Let's keep it real, but let's go.
why do you need game?
You need game so that you are the dick that she wants to get.
Oh, so you need game, so you're the dick that she wants. But he just said that the woman has to be already attracted to you, and then she'll be all smiles and giggles.
Yes. This is like, how is this? See, you know why he doesn't get this? Because every time when I say attractive, he thinks looks, period. That's all he's thinking. He just thinks, so attractive equals looks. That is it. That's why he's confused.
It doesn't add up. How would she already be smiles and giggles if she just saw you and you just approached her and you haven't had time to run your game on her?
Bro, like I said, I just gave you the example. I just gave the example of my friend. The dude, he said the shit to the woman and she would laugh, smiles and giggles. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude, Miles Cunningham, in the building. Shout out to my dude. Because remember, again, a lot of these guys, they think that a woman is just all the time enamored by your looks, that anything else that goes on is a done deal. What dudes who don't understand game think, they think this, and the reason why they think this is because they're not really with women. When you're with women, what you understand is women's emotions change like the wind. This is why a lot of guys who, would be considered good looking still have issues because they think all they have to do is be good looking. But let's continue.
Doesn't make sense. So you also use your game to make sure you're the guy who, gets to have sex with the girl. So it's not your look. It's not your looks though, but he just said it. It is if she's attracted to you, then she will be open and receptive to you. So your game really has nothing to do with it. The game and all this stuff.
Again, see, he keeps thinking when I say attracted, I'm only talking about physical attraction. And he thinks that physical attraction equates to sexual attraction. But let's go.
Like I told you guys, yes, learning how women operate, learning more about how to interact with women, learning female nature and things like that and how to interact with them. Yes, that is beneficial. If you consider that game, then yes, maybe a little bit of game is beneficial. And I've said that in the past, that game can be useful, understanding women, social interaction, things like that. But it's not this like glamorous psychology that these guys like to point it out to be. Game is not this, this thing that you need to study for years and years and years to be a master of it. Right. It's just ridiculous, man.
Or what actually it is, but let's continue. And is that, a guy will go out there and because he has skills, he has game, right? He'll be able to pull the chicks.
So you'll be able to pull guys because you have skills and game is why you'll be able to pull chicks. Not because of your attractiveness, not because of your looks, not because of your sexy vibe, your sexual appeal. It's because
yes, it's exactly
your game, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? You'll be able to pull the chicks.
Cringy, bro. Cringy.
So how's it a waste of time? See, it's a waste of time when it's he's saying it's cringy. What's cringy is saying shit is cringy. You understand what I'm saying? Well, let's continue. You don't understand what's going on. Because if you're sitting there thinking, well, man, these women are sexually available, they're just out there to have fun, and they don't want to have sex, and these women don't want to have sex, so now they're just going to sit there and take all the drinks that we're buying them, and all these other things. Of course, you're going to think it's a waste of time because your perspective is on some other shit. You understand? So the thing is, if you think, right, if you think that women at these places don't want to fuck you, of course it's going to seem like a waste of time to you. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
In a dating, the same way, but I would not run away to actually dating. Like I said, let's try to practice exposure therapy. But if you're genuinely trying to meet women, I would not do dating. Dating, have families out, have women pushing strollers. I seen one guy the other day, I think he was trying to pick up something. I saw him approach a woman. I saw him say any guy. I saw him approach a woman who pushing a stroller, or like kid in a stroller. This guy ran up to her and approached him like, bro, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Guys out here, guys are so desperate, so thirsty. They're approaching women with kids, and her husband comes up and just kind of awkward and watch. They just kind of let it and kind of laugh and start walking. But it's just not worth it. You know, you spend all the time going on your way, dedicating hours of it.
See, what is this? Oh, it's not worth it. Why? It's just not. Listen, why do you shots and fuse, man? It's funny. K-Day said, what don't you have to study for years to be a master? Exactly. He's like, well, game isn't this thing you have to study for years and be. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But let's continue. Eddie Fuse. I remember I was out with Eddie Fuse 6 years ago. Eddie Fuse approached a chick who was with her family. You understand what I'm saying? Game is important. This type of, because if you notice within the whole video, right? You notice within the video, he's talking about all of these things and talking about why it's not going to work, why it's a waste of time, why this isn't going to make anything go down, right? But I'm here to tell you, listen, this is what's actually going on out here. This is the type of shit you can have when you actually have game. Women are going to treat you differently when you have game. Just even the under.
Women are going to treat you differently when you have game. Take notes, fellas.
Understanding. Yes, that is true. Women are going to treat you differently when you have game, because when you have game, what happens is that they notice that you are a different type of guy than all the guys out here thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to be like this good looking dude. Oh, really? Well, what about all the other good looking dudes out there? So what makes her choose you over them? I mean, I don't know. Maybe what's different about you? Maybe what's unique about you? You understand what I'm saying? So you got 6 dudes with 6 packs trying to get at this girl, and she only got time to choose one. Who's she choosing? I don't know. Maybe the guy who has game. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the guy who knows how to talk. The guy who's confident, flirtatious. You understand? The guy who knows how to lead. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That women are out here dick. See, if you believe women are just out here to have fun and get drinks and chill, then your mindset is women don't want dick. So if you think women,
also now it's the mindset. It's the mindset. I don't even have anything to say, guys. Let's just continue.
You see how he said, "Oh, it's the mind, bro. It's always been the mindset. It's always been the mindset. That's why you're thinking how you're thinking now, because you have the mindset of, well, when I was skinny, I wasn't getting any girls. So then I gym max and I looks max, and now girls think I'm cute. So therefore, I think I get girls. No." The mindset comes first. Your thoughts become your actions. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you this clip from this TikTok real quick where this guy basically breaks down, you know, like mindset and thinking and how you create your reality based off this stuff. So check this out real quick.
What are two things that give off the same exact energy?
The thoughts and feelings you have about yourself and all the results that you experience in life. This is a hard one to accept, but it's true. In his little book, As a Man Thinketh, James Allen writes this, that environment is but your looking glass, meaning that environment just reflects back to you all of the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that you have about yourself and what you can or cannot accomplish. Then in 1960, Maxwell Maltz wrote in Psycho-Cybernetics that essentially our self-image is like a goal-seeking and achieving mechanism. It seeks out to confirm all the beliefs and biases we have about ourselves. And so if you don't change how you think, feel, and believe about yourself and what you can accomplish, it acts like a ceiling that you can never bust through and outperform. If you really want to change your life, you have to change how you see yourself.
See, he said, if you want to change your life, you have to change how you see yourself. Why do you think all these black pill dudes keep going through the same bullshit? Because their perception of who they are is, oh, well, I'm not good looking enough and I have to gym max and women aren't going to want to fuck with me. And then this is where they get this type of, feedback from real life, because that their real life reflects that. And then that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? See, there's a thing called, and you know what happens is that a lot of times, a lot of these guys don't want to come to terms with reality, because when they'll watch a video like this, see all the points I'm making, you understand? They'll see the shit happening in real life of what I'm saying, and they'll still be opposed to it. And there's a thing called the law of dissonance. Let's talk about the law of dissonance. The law of dissonance states that people will naturally act in a manner that is consistent with their cognitions, beliefs, attitudes, and values. Therefore, when people behave in a manner that is inconsistent with their cognitions, they find themselves in a state of discomfort. So what happens is this: a lot of these guys, their belief is it's all about looks, and looks is the most important thing, and yada, yada, yada. So when an asshole like me comes along and says, bro, looks don't matter, it's not really all that crazy, you understand, you should work on all aspects of yourself so that you can be attractive to women in general, right? They're like, no, Locario, that's wrong. And I'm like, well, wait a second, what about that guy over there? He's not like the best looking dude, and he has a girlfriend. What about this other guy over here who's not even that great looking and he has a girlfriend? What about this other guy over here? He's kind of overweight and he has a girl. Well, no, because he has money and he has status. So maybe they come up with all this shit. They get uncomfortable because their illusion is clashing with reality. Shout out to Anthony DeMello. Anthony DeMello said that when your illusions clash with reality, that's when you suffer. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue. I want to be on it too long, but I got. How are you gonna get the woman?
Oh God!
You see what I'm saying? So your mindset is already telling you, well, he's not the right
so my IQ is like.
Oh, it's not a waste of time if you think women don't want to dick. If you think they're just out here trying to have fun, right? Well, let's continue.
It's fine. You can be doing something else, like doing a business or working on some hobby or craft or studying for your career. If you're doing all this throughout probably some of the daytime, And so most people are just going about the day and they just kind of go, shopping. They're probably pressed for time. People are busy these days. People have their phones and connections. Like, no one wants to be like some guy bringing them, cut them off, cooking them. Like, yeah, maybe there's like a small.
God, again. Sorry, was it hurt to say that? Yeah, terrible. Here's the thing. It's always this, well, people are out there just doing their thing. They don't want to be bothered with your approaching the other girls. She's so busy. She has so many things going on. She doesn't want to be bothered with you. That's bullshit.
Let's continue, man.
That is bullshit.
I can't keep watching this.
If you approach a woman and she's attracted to you and she is interested in talking to you, she's going to be happy you stopped her.
Oh, wait, whoa. If you approach a woman and she's attracted to you, then she'll be nice to you. She'll be open to you. So looks do matter. So looks do matter, Mr.
You guys see the pattern, right? You guys see the pattern. Attractive always equals looks to him. This is what these guys think, and that's why they lose.
Cario, but you have an ebook. Looks don't matter. Looks don't matter. All you need is game and skill is going to get you laid. But he just said if you approach a woman, she's attracted to you. So how is she attracted to you? You haven't spit game on her. You haven't run your game yet. You just approached her.
I just told you a story, guys, about my friend and how he would approach women and they would be attracted to him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, again, a woman can be attracted to you based off of how assertive and aggressive you are. You understand what I'm saying? A woman could be attracted to you because you staring her down with lust in your eyes. And she sees that you're doing that. A woman could be attracted to you based off the sound of your voice, based off of what you're saying in her ear. See, he thinks that, oh, if a girl's not attracted to your face and how you look, she's not even going to have a conversation with you. Women are attention whores. Women, in most cases, will have conversations with anybody. What are you talking about? Go out there and talk to people, talk to women. Listen, you can go into a spot and just talk to women. Most of these women will have a conversation with anybody. The problem is a lot of dudes get rejected or dudes get the brush off because when they interact with women, they're coming at the situation already acting weird, already sitting there being nervous, trying to build rapport and shit. But let's continue.
So she has to be attracted to you first. That's all we're saying. Looks do matter. All right, let's get to the end. I can't keep.
She's gonna be all about it. She's gonna be smiles, man. Like, this is what I'm saying.
I agree. If you're attractive enough, if you're above the threshold, yes, I agree.
Above the threshold. Why do you guys get on YouTube and watch all these people who don't know what they're talking about and then start talking about the shit that they talking about, saying their little sayings? You got to pass your looks threshold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your sexual market value is not high enough to be. Come on, fam.
So he's literally just contradicting himself because this is the guy who says you don't need game, all you need is skill, all you need is game. Or he says that, you don't need looks don't matter. We're in the gym, we're putting in work, trying to build our muscles when all we need is really game. But then now he's saying that when you approach a girl, if she's already attracted to you, then she's going to be open and receptive to you. Exactly. You don't need game. You just need to.
Hold on, let me see what he can
have, like social skills, be able to interact, understand female nature, understand how women operate in terms of leading the interaction, understanding how to actually, ask the women certain questions that get her talking to you and getting her.
You know what's interesting at this point? Because he's saying you don't need game, but then he's literally talking about everything he's talking about is game. Well, you don't need game. What you need to do is know how to talk to her, know how to lead her, ask questions. That's game. What are we talking about? You understand? Well, you don't need to learn how to cook. You just need to learn how to get the pot, get the pan, get the egg, put the cracked egg, put it in the pan, and then flip the egg over once and then flip it over again. But you don't need to know how to cook. What?
Open it up, and she enjoys interacting with you. That's all you need, just very basic social skills. You don't need this game and understand the 3 pillar, all this stuff, the bad boy memberships website. You don't need none of that crap. Like, just admit it.
Definitely should be on the apps, but also you should be approaching chicks also. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I agree. Where
I agree. Yes, I've told you guys this. I've said that all of you guys should spend some time code approaching. I've never said that don't code approach. I've never said that. I said that if you haven't code approach, if you're scared to talk to women, you should go out and talk to women and practice code approach. However, I did say that code approach, it takes a lot of time and effort, and I think that it shouldn't be the main way. It shouldn't be the only way. You should be on dating apps a lot. You should be doing your Instagram profile a lot. I just don't think guys should be out here code approaching and spending tons of time throughout their lives out here trying to code approach women using their game, right? But yes, you should code approach if you're scared to talk to girls, if you struggle with talking to women, if you don't use dating apps as a clutch. I'm not saying to use dating apps if you're scared to go talk to girls. You should go get through that fear.
And if you guys notice what he's talking about in this whole, if you watch this again, right, or you go back to watching his video, or what you'll notice is he's doing a lot of trying to cover his bases. You understand? Shout out to Miles. He says all these pill guys are lying. They just have an unsuccessful mindset, so they have unsuccessful relations. Whether you think you can. Or you think you can't, you're correct. Facts. So if you notice what he's doing is this, and this is what people do a lot of times when they're not sure about something or they don't necessarily stand on anything because they're not really too sure about what they're talking about. They'll say something, and to cover their basis, they'll say the other side of it. Because he was doing this the whole video. He's like, well, women are out here trying to have fun. But yeah, I guess there are some women who out here want to get dick. Oh, well, women, women, they want you for your looks. But yeah, there's going to be some women where you got to actually like talk to them and do this and do that. Well, yeah, there's some women that's going to be into this. But then on the flip side, like he's trying to get both sides of the argument so that he can't be wrong. Because then all he could do is say, well, I did say that though. You see what I'm saying? So he doesn't want to stand on anything. Now, this is the thing. Notice when I talk to you guys about the 5 types of attraction right here, right? If you notice, like I said, that there's certain things that overlap, right? But I'm distinctly breaking down each one so that you guys can understand what's actually going on, right? Because in reality, some of these are things going to overlap. So it's not to say that necessarily what he's saying isn't true in certain situations. The problem is that he's flip-flopping through both of the sides because he doesn't really have a strong side to stand on. Because notice, remember when we was talking about the part where he was saying, oh, if you go into the bar and club, you're going to poison the well and all this other stuff and yada, yada, yada. And then he was like, well, this is from my experience. Well, I kind of saw that happening and all this other stuff. And it's like, no, he just had to say that to sort of save a little bit of face so that he felt like at least I somehow know what I'm talking about in this context. Again, it's okay to say you don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. You understand what I'm saying? It's fine. But let's continue.
But once you're past that, you don't need to be out here chasing girls and doing code approach 24/7 like half these clowns are in this live stream. All right. So let's continue.
Like, well, I'm gonna be on a dating app, so fuck all of that approaching shit with your friends. None of that bullshit, guys. Have to take really good. Like 25, 26, something like that. But there's nothing wrong with dating apps. I agree. You should definitely get on it, but don't use that as a way to avoid approaching women still. Like you say, well, I'm quitting approaching women. I'm just gonna go on dating apps or Instagram and that's that. You understand what I'm saying? Because by yourself and it's one-on-one, what happens is that you have more to work with because she can feel your vibe. It's the tone of your voice. It's the way that you're dressed at that moment. It's you're going back and forth in real time. Fair. So what a lot of these guys do when it comes to online, right? This is what they do. This is their strategy. I'm gonna tell you the black pill or maybe even some red pill strategy. What they do is that they try to look max or gym max, right? They go to the gym, they look all, they try to get their muscles and all that other stuff, right? Then they take pictures on all the online dating sites, for the online dating sites. Then they get matches because the girls, they're like, oh yeah, he's a good looking guy. But then this is where the bullshit happens. Because they don't actually have any game and because they're not really necessarily that confident. Because remember, they don't have that confidence within. They only have the outside look, but the inside is still that insecure motherfucker.
And I talk about this all the time, guys. I've talked about this, how you have to work on the outside and the inside. You still have to work on your self-esteem, your confidence. I say this all the time. So this isn't nothing that I'm not saying.
Wait. So if he's saying this all the time, then what is he talking about you don't need game? Do you understand what I'm saying? He's saying you need game, but then you don't need game. Huh? See, game encompasses all of it, even when he's talking about looks. But he's harping on the sense of everything outside of looks, but then saying, yeah, I'm saying that. You got to talk about these other things. So then what are these other things called? I don't know. Game? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Jesus Christ, but we almost done with this shit real quick.
And I talk about all this stuff all the time. How a lot of you guys, you're going to improve your looks, but inside you're still going to feel like the insecure skinny kid that you were before. So I legit say this stuff all the time. Right? This isn't new. This isn't rocket science. This is something he's saying. This is stuff I already preach.
So because they don't have the confidence, what happens is that when they encounter these girls and try to set up dates,
all right, that's what I'm no break the boomers and tell you dating apps go out to the world. Like I do agree, you should be out socializing, you should have friends and things like that. But dating apps are real life these days. Okay? The next one is through dance and hobbies. So if you don't have hobby, guys, I literally think dance is literally the best way that like one of the best ways to meet women, guys. Taking up some type of dancing like ballroom, salsa, hip hop, anything that women are like involved in, like partner dancing, it's gonna be so easy to meet women, guys. All
right. Guys, let me say something. Do not ever do dancing or pick up some hobby because of women. If you want to dance because you like dancing. Do not go and try to fucking take dance classes because you're trying to get at bitches.
So he says, don't take dance classes because you're trying to get at bitches. But yet he's teaching guys game, a skill, as he call it, to get at women. What sense does that make? So why?
Oh, I'm gonna let him finish. Why
you guys need to learn game just to get bitches? Why can't guys learn how to dance just to get bitches? Why can't guys learn how to do whatever just to get bitches? Right. So you see how he's clearly trying to sell stuff. He's clearly.
Let me hit the button again real quick. He don't get it. He don't get it. See, again, if you watch any of our videos, right, or a lot of the videos that we do, we say that the game is about you. So he's saying, go take a dance class because that's the way that you can meet women and get chicks and all that other stuff. So I'm saying, don't dance just to get women. Dance if you want to dance. But if you're dancing to try to get women, you're losing. Right. So he's like, oh, but well, Mr. Locario saying learn game so you can get women. No, you learn game to learn more about yourself. And then therefore, a byproduct of that is you getting women. The content that I teach on this channel is getting women, but the game isn't about getting women. Do you understand what I'm saying? The game is about you. See, think about this. I have another channel called Locario Motivation, where I have financial advisors on there talking about money, credit, all this other stuff, right? Then let's say I did another channel talking about fucking cooking, or I did another channel talking about just strictly like spirituality or some other shit like that, right? So you got talking about women, you got fucking talking about money and business, you got talking about cooking, you got talking about spirituality and all this other stuff, right? Now, let's say you go to all four of those channels and you learn. What's the common denominator? I don't know. You? The common denominator is you. So the game is about you. The content can change. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, listen, let's say I say today I quit being a dating coach. You understand what I'm saying? And let's say I become a math teacher. So am I teaching game am I doing this to teach you to get women, or are we talking about math now? You understand what I'm saying? Like, All right. I think we back on. Hold on. I think we back on. Hold on. All right. I think we back on. All right. Shit. I think we back on. Hold on. We back on. All right. So, that was pretty much, I was about to end this shit anyway, but damn, these motherfuckers, I don't know what happened. Y'all funny. Y'all talking about the stream. Y'all was trying to give me choosing signals and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, man. But that's pretty much, that's the gist of the video, man. The video, you know what I'm saying? That's the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was just my internet. That shit was like, I was on the other side of the stream out there. It's like, we're having connection issues. And I'm like, shit. He said I was fighting the Black Pill Ninjas. But that's pretty much it, man. And this is the thing, again, this is nothing to the dude, because I really want guys to understand, because I like to dissect ideas. You understand what I'm saying? This guy, he seems like a cool guy. I like to dissect ideas. So shout out to him. I don't want, people to be thinking I'm talking, getting at him or whatever. But the thing is, you have to understand, right, that there's levels to this stuff, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And I take this shit seriously. That's why I do this stuff, because I don't want guys out there to be in situations where they're limiting themselves because they're getting limited beliefs, because they're listening to guys who, don't really know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It's okay. That's what I'm saying. It's okay to not know a certain thing. It's okay to not really have certain types of information, right? And just be like, well, I don't know. And this is what I think. This is what I believe. Right. But you have to preface it by that, so that people aren't, taking exactly what you're saying for face value and thinking that's the end all be all. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, guys, I'm about to head up out of here because I gotta run and do some stuff. And me and Miles is gonna have the show tonight at 10. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all tuning in, and I will holler at y'all guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.